you thought here when a mate, colleague, or loved one needs a chat? Ask, are you okay? And let the people you care about know you're here to really hear them, because a conversation could change your life. Learn more at areyouok.org.au.
Oh, that light, Billy. Which one's that light?
Watching online movies, sitting in your kitchen or at your office, listening to your favourite radio online. Introducing Ripple Networks, Australia's newest broadband internet provider, providing internet services to homes and businesses across Australia. Sign up today to get a 6-month discounted internet plan with no lock-in contracts. To activate internet at your home or business, go to ripplenetworks.com.au. Station sponsor.
Need more time to focus on your small business? Let Aurelia Group handle your business applications.
Is
With
that
our
all John's
expertise,
stuff?
you can free up your schedule to serve more customers and do what you love. Let us take care of all your software, technology, and IT needs while you dedicate your time to growing your business. From managing your online presence to streamlining your operations, trust us to make it happen. Visit Aurelian-Group.com.
Oh, now I left my drink out there. How long have I got it?
Potential of your business. Station sponsor. SE Timbers Castle Hill are flooring experts. Not just flooring, SE Timbers supply, install, and guarantee solid timber, engineered, laminate, and vinyl flooring, as well as carpet, blinds, and shutters. An authorised dealer of major brands like Boral, Preference, and Quickstep. Call 9894 or visit setimbers.com.au to arrange a free quote today. Station sponsor, SE Timber Floors and Shutters, ingrained quality.
Welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome to my show. We are back here tonight after another week of busyness for us. How are you, Ellie?
I'm all right.
Yes. Just all right, huh? Okay, right. Okay, righto. And I went go-karting yesterday, and last night I was supposed to do my show last night, but I was absolutely buggered. I cannot tell you how much I laughed and how much muscles I used in one day, well, in about 4 hours, and it was absolutely stinking hot, and we were virtually, I think we sweated off about 14 kilos yesterday, Ellie, because it was 37 degrees and I was totally cooked. And so it was me with all the boys from work. We pay this money into like $2 a week, I think it is, into the social club, and that's what they chose this year to go, or earlier this year to go to do. And sure as ever, I kept it up for the team. So where's that noise coming from? Is that my phone? Oh, geez. Okay. 1 second. I got to turn my phone. Whoops. I didn't realize that my phone's on because my iPad just still has not started working properly yet, but never mind. But yes, it was such a great day. It was out at the Luddenham place out there, and we were totally cooked, and it was so much fun. I felt a little bit seasick as I was doing it because you're actually really low to the ground and you're kind of bouncing all around, and there's no power steering at all. And even getting into my little buzz box on the way home, it was like driving a Rolls Royce, Ellie, when I got in the car. And even though my car's not a Rolls Royce, but that's what it felt like when you got back in the car later. And because it's power steering my car, it just felt like I was floating on the surface. It was really bizarre. So yes, and such a great day. Lots of fun. I got bumped. I got smashed into the wall. I got everything was, the boys just raced past me. It was quite funny. So I had a really good time, and that's what it's all about. That's what life is all about. We labor to come into this world. We labor to go out of this world sometimes, and it's hard on people, on families. It's hard on a lot of people that have lost a loved one, and we'll be talking about that a little later because I've had a beautiful phone call tonight from my daughter's great uncle Paul and great auntie Ruth, and they have lost a dear friend of theirs the last week, and it's such a tragedy. But I'll do a prayer for her later and the family. So I've got it here ready to go, Uncle Paul. So Never mind, we get on with the show. So if you've got a question, post it up on the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. I'm here live. We're here every Monday night from 8 till 10. Next week, we'll be doing the home show for sure, 8 till 10. We're up to my 494th live show tonight. So we've got 6 shows to go until we are at the 500th show. And that has been a long time in the making. And over to you there, Miss Ellie. Oh, what were you going to say? Because you put the thing on.
I was going to say it's 13th of April.
13th of April now, yes. So is that a Sunday night? Yes, I was thinking of doing, see if we can do some form of dinner or something like that beforehand and then go live. I'm not sure yet. So, but that's a Sunday night, so we might even have to push it over to Monday night. I've got to work it out. It's really difficult to work out when you're on air and you're trying to do, some sort of celebration as well. But 500 shows is a lot of shows for me, and it's been consistent. I have pretty much recorded, I think, probably 494 live shows. Maybe the first few weren't recorded because I wasn't used to all this technology. But every single show I have, they're all recorded. I've saved the entire lot of them. So when Facebook comes along a couple of weeks ago and says to everybody, not just me, but everybody, in the next, as of I think it was the 19th of July, we will only be saving 30 days worth of shows, or 30 days worth of videos on your pages. I guess they want to hide a lot of things, but they don't want us to see, history, or they don't want us to see all that back end stuff. So I don't know what it is all about, but anyway, I kind of do know what it is about, but I probably shouldn't say anything else about it on air. But never mind. Thank you for John making me laugh before the show. He said that he came up with this little thing, John, from the smorgasbord, and said, "Oh, Lesley, did I tell you what my wife's nickname was?" And I said, "What?" And he said Harvey Norman, and I said, "Why Harvey Norman?" And me and Ellie are laughing, and he said, "Well, because there has been no interest for 36 months." I went, "Oh, okay, righto. No, I'm not going there. I don't like doing relationship readings." So, there you go, John. Back over to you there, buddy. But welcome back to the show, everyone. I just want to say good evening to Tony as well. Tony, my MS friend, I'm sorry that we didn't go live last night for you, but hope you're doing well. He had a visit to the hospital this week, and I was quite worried about him. I just knew something wasn't right, and then he sends me a message saying, "You were right. I'm in hospital." And oh, gosh, not again. But he's out of hospital. He's fighting fit, so keep going, Tony. Don't stop in the middle. But let's say good evening to a few people. We've got Michelle Coburn, Vicky Lee, and Jill Polglaze. Oh, Vicky Lee, you're up there with the others now. Well done. Dixie King, good evening. I've had these ladies with me for such a long time. Merck Mandana, good evening. Grand shine, she says. We've got Merck. Yes, miss you, goddess. Thank you. I don't call myself a goddess. I'm very humble about what I do. I don't use any tools. I don't use any kind of tarot cards or anything like that. So Glennis Lacey, good evening. Wendy Moose Martin, good evening. Jill Hancock, hi there. We've also got Luke Buttigieg, good evening. Who else have we got? Sharon Williams, Melinda, was it Medina Crystal, good evening. I've got to move my phone towards me a bit more. That's better. What else have we got there? Andrea Hayden, good evening. My writing is really small on my phone. I'm going to have to change it up again. Sharon Williams, I think I've said you. We've also got Joanne Howard. I love to keep just bringing people into the show, because that way Spirit knows that you're on here and I start something and they're there waiting with you. So that's how it works with me. They're having a little bit of a conversation over there. So Kim Kent, good evening. Udi Naidu, good evening. Good to be here again with you both. Yes, you will get a reading. Just hold the fort at the moment. Just send it through again, Udi, in a couple of minutes. I just want to say good evening to everybody. Who else have we got here? Jasmine Robertson, good evening. Hope everybody is doing well. Facebook and Spirit, watching from Queensland. Yes, tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county. You know, I love to know who I'm helping around the world. I say that every time on my show. It's pretty cool when I know I can help people around the world. I nearly deleted somebody then accidentally. B. Junior Casey, good evening. B from New York. We'll get back to you shortly. Just keep posting up your questions, guys. Don't tell me anything. I don't want any information. I just want the question. I don't need any numbers. I give you the numbers because that's what Spirit gives me. I give you the numbers and I give you the names or whatever comes through. I like to make sure that I'm getting the right message from Spirit, the direct messages from Spirit. This is pretty much my desk. There's my desk, nothing. It's just a notepad and my trusty pen, and hopefully this week my pens will work. We've got Renate Haas, good evening. Looking forward to your show. Thank you. First time watching here. Thank you. Then you might, sometimes when you're a newbie on the show, it's best just to watch how I operate because a lot of people think that I use tarot cards, but I don't. I wouldn't even know how to start with them. I just know a few cards and that's about it, but I don't even bother because I don't need them. I trust my spirit 100%. Merck, yes. Columbus, Mississippi. Wow, go figure. Thanks for joining us, Merck. I got Litres from Norway in Voss. Thank you. Camden, Amanda Bundy. Theona Grayling is watching as well. Thanks for joining us. So let me go back here. I just want to go back to a couple of questions. If you've got any validations from any other show, I was going to say any other party, Ellie. Oh gosh, from any other show, then let us know. Type in capitals validation and then post that up onto the page all in one hit, especially when I'm doing your reading live, so that Ellie can pick it up and we don't have it all segregated, because otherwise it's just really hard for Ellie to put it all together. So we try and make her life a little bit more easy too, don't we, Miss Ellie? So Glennis Lacey, good evening. Okay, I'm going to go back a little bit on the feed here because I remember seeing somebody here. And so when we were riding on the go-karts, every single person that was in the fleet of driving these vehicles has all got blisters on our right hand because it's all right hand turns, and you're pushing the car so hard, like the cart's so hard. It's like my hands were really quite blistered here yesterday. And we've all got these two sections of our back right on the back part of our shoulder blade. So your shoulder blade comes down like that. And at the base of the shoulder blade, we've all got bruises there. And one of the other boys got a big, huge bruise underneath his arm because he's the one that won, of course, because he had a bolt sticking in him the whole time. And oh, my gosh. How bad is that? But it was a lot of fun. I highly recommend. My favorite sports are jet skiing, though, but I highly recommend to do go-karting. But be prepared because it is really, really hard on the body. And I was totally exhausted yesterday. Mind you, it was 37 degrees heat and we were all sweating like anything. But the breeze, thank God there was a lot of breeze in our face. Okay, let's see what we've got here. So we've also got a couple of events coming up as well, the 22nd. So that's this Saturday. It's a beginner psychic medium and motivation workshop for 10 a.m. this Saturday, and also at 2 p.m. this Saturday as well. They're both online, and you can get your tickets from my show. Just go to the events section on my page and you'll be able to see the tickets there. If you have an issue, just let me know. Just send me a message. But that's all about manifestation. The second one is really, really cool because I love teaching the manifestation. That's how I brought along here tonight, just to show everybody. And, the listeners can't see it, but I can show people on the page here and with all my 7 pages that we're streaming live off. But this is all the tickets that I've won over the last few weeks of manifesting. And these are all the tickets, guys. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tickets. So I've won quite a bit of money, but then again, I only won $77 on that one. $12.76 there, $21 there, 74 cents here, $20 there. So I'm still trying to get the hang of manifesting an extra 3 or 4 zeros on the end of that, and then I'll be sweet. I'll be very happy then. So get your act together there, Spirit. So Glennis Lacey, this is a milestone made and worthy of celebrating with all angels. 100% there, lovey. 500 shows. And it's pretty cool. I don't believe I know any other medium that's ever done this much radio and streamed live off 7 to 8 platforms at every time they go live. It's pretty cool. I like doing this. B. Casey, good morning, ladies. B from New York. Any messages for me this morning, please? So B, let's do you first from New York. Casey, Casey. So today is show number 154, and we have done 494 live shows. So we're coming up to our 500 shows. So tonight's 494 live shows. Pretty cool. But what do I get, Spirit, for B? I get the number 4 straight out. So April, definitely April this year is going to be significant for you. And I do feel like there's going to be a little bit of like up and down, hush, hush. I'm hearing hush, hush, keep quiet. It's like you need to know everything, but then sometimes you shouldn't know, if that makes sense. I'm also hearing basket or bassinet or basket, or it looks like an old-fashioned bassinet, like a white, lacy kind of bassinet. What does that mean to you? And I know this means it's definitely white. It's definitely for a baby, but I feel like baby boy. And I see the old-fashioned bassinet, like a really, really old-fashioned bassinet. Now, what does that mean? There's definitely a baby boy in it, and the baby's in there just like looking up at me quite happy. And I do feel like that someone around you potentially could have lost a baby when it was very small. And I also get the number 18 around you. 1 and 8 is 9 in the month of September. And I also feel like the number 17, 8, and August is also significant to you. Do you also get itching on the arm? Because I'm just getting really itchy on my arms right now. And the anxiety has been quite high for you recently. Itchy left arm. Well, what's with the left side of the arm? It's like healing or something like that on the left side of the arm. I also see tattoos as well. Is there like, I don't know if this is you, but I see, is there someone that's had like tattoo over the top of that itchiness, or is that from the tattoos why it's itchy? Because I feel like that maybe it's healing. I don't know how it works. I don't have tattoos, but I don't know how it works. But I'm also getting 12 for you, 3 in the month of March, and also December. Lots of good numbers around you, but I'm also seeing young boy. I'm seeing young boy and I'm seeing older boy. Like the young boy has grown up really, really quickly. They're saying to me, had to grow up really quickly, like flipped over, if that makes sense. To older boy, young boy to older boy, I'm hearing. What else did she want? Any messages for me this morning? Yeah. What is with the like I just hear train wreck, train or train track. I'm not sure if it's train track or train wreck. What does that mean to you? And I'll leave it there. It's just quite a bizarre reading. It's all over the place with what Spirit was showing me. I hope that means something to you, because sometimes my readings do not mean one thing to me, and sure as ever I say it because I trust Spirit, and then the client or the person I'm reading for on air comes up and says, yep, for sure, that's 100% correct because blah, 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 blah. And I go, oh, okay, well, I did not even have any inclination about that. I just say direct messages from Spirit, whatever Spirit gives me, within reason of the media law as well. They're also giving me itchy around the face here. So I feel like this male has like a 3-day growth or some male dark colored. And I feel like I've got the anxiety, like the breathing issues. Bless you. Bless you. Breathing issues and with the anxiety, I feel like it's not just you as well. But I'll leave that there, lovey. If you could validate any of that, that would be amazing. And just type in capitals validation and then just post it up on the show here. And We're here every week. So Columbus, Mississippi, Merck. I already said that. Bless you, oh my gosh. What else have we got here? So if you like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Leona Sunday, she says, happy Monday, everybody, from Orchidsay, 5:23 a.m. there. Thanks for joining us. Well, that's quite early. Fiona Grayling, good evening. Grand Junction in Colorado, Jennifer Thompson, thanks for joining us. How cool is that? I don't know where that is, but it sounds quite significant there, you know, like it sounds really cool. Thanks for joining us. Who else have we got? Belinda Gerardo is watching. Thanks for joining us. Medina Crystal. Kim Kent, good evening, Leslie. I would love to see if you have anything for me tonight, please. So Kim Kent. For some reason my vision just went blurry. So is there anything wrong with your eyesight or vision blurry or something like that? Or tears, because I see tears coming down as well. Tears of sorrow I'm hearing. Do you have like issues with your legs, or who's the person around you that has issues with the legs? Like I feel like they're swollen, or you can't walk properly. Swollen and it's difficult to walk. So difficult walking. I'm also getting 16 around you, 7 in the month of July. They're also making my toes feel like they're numb. Toes are numb. Is this a diabetic issue? Because I feel like the toes are numb. And diabetes, I'm hearing, oh. Now they're just giving me really, really bad pain, like arthritis pain or something not right with the thumb here, the left thumb. That was like a sharp pain. And it feels weird to move my hand now. And they're also showing me somebody driving black steering wheel, old car, just driving, just poker face, just looking into the distance. It's like tears coming down the face as well. So driving with tears. And they're saying to me, be smarter. I don't understand what that means, but you'll know what it means. Be smarter. And has there been like some form of domestic violence in the family or something like that around you, or who's that around you that you know? Because I feel like I just heard DV. I saw a big flashing neon light like DV as well. It doesn't really feel right in the household to me. So household is like toxic or unhealthy, you know what I mean? And I'm also seeing bloodstream as well. Show me like mold in the bloodstream. The bloodstream. They also give me issues around the teeth. Lots of things going around with the mouth. It's like when we used to teach, I used to teach lecture anatomy and physiology, and we used to talk about the mouth and how you salivate and everything like that. And when you have, you know, like you have a build-up or you don't floss between your teeth, it all goes into your bloodstream because that's how you eat. So it's kind of like these are your teeth, and then the nutrients goes through your gums into your bloodstream. It's kind of, you know, really, really seriously bad if you don't floss your teeth. So mold in bloodstream. And I feel like this mold has been in the house for some time. It's you know, any type of mold, doesn't matter what color it is in the property, is very detrimental to animals and to human beings. Okay, so it's really, really prominent. I can even smell, I can even see it, and I feel like this is in a darker room at the back of the, like at the back of they show me a unit and they also show me a property. That's really bizarre. I'm seeing a unit and I feel like there's a 2-bedroom unit, or they're living in a 2-bedroom unit. And then I'm also seeing a property like a 3-bedroom home. There's 2 properties here, 3-bedroom home. And then the furthest room to the left back is got the mold. And it's like it's on the windows. You know, like when you have condensation, there's where I go for my walk/runs. I always go past this house, and over time I've just seen this film of bacteria, or because mold is bacteria, film of bacteria go on the window of this people's house, 2 windows out the prop of their house, out the front of their house, and I can see the mold on their windows. It's quite crazy, and I'm so compelled to knock on their door and just say, you know what, that is going to kill, like not kill you, but that's going to get into your bloodstream. You've got to get that stuff out. You've got to actually clean your windows. I don't mean to offend you, but yeah, I haven't said nothing, of course, but I feel like I should. It's a matter of health risk, you know. When I went away to a retreat in November, not last year, the year before, for 2 weeks with one of my good friends, we watched a video on a documentary on mold, and it was absolutely horrendous how detrimental it is to your body. So make sure that if you have mold in your property, that you remove it safely and wear, like, you know, face gear so that you can always have protection from the actual spores of the mold, because it gets into your bloodstream, guys. It's difficult to get out and it's toxic. So please, I don't know why I keep going on about this, but I do feel like there's something not right there in the home. Okay, it was either leaking roof, like it's either burst water pipe, leaking roof, because I can see water coming down. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Any other? I'll go over to you there, Miss Ellie. Validations?
Yes, so I've got 2 validations. The first one from Boo Casey. She said, I have a basket for tobacco in my medicine.
Oh.
In my medicine mask.
There you go. There's that basket.
She said, I've been starting sober since November. My son is almost 17, and this August, my sister from London, Ontario, is coming to this August via train.
Oh, so there's the train track. Okay, so there's the August. And there's the train, but I said the basket for the little baby. So the little baby boy, definitely little baby boy. And this is a really, really old-fashioned basket. It's like the lace basket, a bassinet, where you could just put the little baby into, you know. That's what I said. I would love to take, maybe it's a separate thing for the basket. I'd love to take it, and I should take it, but I want to clarify that what I said earlier, because I wrote it down, was the lacy basket, bassinet kind of thing, basket, you know what I mean? Unless she's got a photo of it, she can send it to me, but it's a lacy white thing. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Back over to you there, Miss Ellie.
And then Merce Mandana said, my mum passed due to a train wreck accident in 1991, and I lost my youngest son. He was 2 months old, born it's either going to be the 2nd of January or 1st of February, American date, and he passed in 2 months later.
Yeah, that's it. 100%. That's it. See how spirits just pulled all that together. 2 big energies coming through. It's very difficult sometimes to, and I'm an experienced medium, it's very difficult to separate them when they're trying to push forward. It's like having a race and they're both head to head all the time and they're trying to come through. It's very hard. Not just for me, but it's hard for the people. But that is 100% on the mark with her. But the basket, I want to know about. They keep saying to me to come back to the lacy basket. Is that what she said, Ellie? Nothing about that. I want to know that, because I keep getting shown this basket. So I want to clear that up before the end of the night. I don't want to take the basket home with me. So, but definitely train, and also this baby, this little baby, very cute. And it wasn't meant to be, Lovey. Wasn't meant to be. Wasn't his time, he's saying. He knows it wasn't his time. He's very happy where he is. He's very comfortable. Very well looked after, he said as well. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Any other validations? But we'll be back shortly. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
Alive 90.5. Does your smile embarrass you? If you have loose, damaged or missing teeth or loose-fitting dentures, better call Dr. Jack. Dr. Jack and the team at Infinity Dental Care can restore a rock-solid smile using an oral procedure called Digital Full Arch Solution. We remove broken teeth, replacing them with a healthy smile you'll be proud to show off. For a radiant smile designed to last your lifetime, schedule a consultation today.
I got two lemon slices in there.
Station sponsor.
And I tried to lean back on the chair, but because our backs were hitting so hard on the go-karts yesterday, the steel, my God, I just went like this and I was like, oh, that hurts. But we, all of us at work have got the same got the same little spots on our back where we're all sore and bruised, and our hands blistered.
Joyful memories for you to cherish for your next event. Station sponsor.
Dive into the latest news with Oz Arab Media, your premier destination for the latest events, captivating stories, and rich insights from the Arab world and Australia. Stay informed, inspired, and connected. Download the app or tune in to our platforms today. Oz Arab Media, bridging cultures, connecting communities.
Business owners and managers, why pay a receptionist when for a fraction of the cost, Turnkey Receptionist will answer calls, transfer you to your team, or take messages. Turnkey Receptionist even handles sales inquiries.
Want that bassinet out of my head.
Get professional and go virtual with Turnkey Receptionist. Visit turnkeyreceptionist.com.au for 3 months fee free.
How long, Lily?
No locking contracts, or call 02 8069 9111 to learn more. Station sponsor.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero. And welcome back to my show. We're here every Monday night from 8 till 10 and every Sunday night from 8 till 10 as well. So join us on the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, because I stream live across another 7 platforms as well as the iHeartRadio, Omni Studio, Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, as well as a live 90.5 FM's radio station's Facebook page. But the main one that I look through is this one here. So, yes, and I think we've got another validation there from Jennifer Thompson. Is that another validation?
I don't have one.
Oh, okay.
I've got 2 others.
Oh, go for. Go figure.
So, B. Casey said, we have a white baby basket in the
Oh.
attic that we don't use.
Oh, there you go. That was that first one. Wow, there it is there. So who did it belong to, B? This is the one I'm trying to tell because for some reason Spirit keeps bringing me back to this basket. There it is there. 100%, and it's B. What is the significant behind that? Is it like, because I feel like this like there's a child in it rocking, you know what I mean? Like a spirit in there rocking. Because it keeps showing me a baby in it. But anyway, any other validations there, Miss Ellie?
Yeah, there's one from Kim Kent. She said, thank you, Lesley. I'm really not sure about
Yeah.
the mold and no diabetes that I know of, but we'll keep that in mind.
Yes. Even if it's not you, it doesn't really matter because it's could be someone here. Yeah, we have a white button that we don't use. Validation. Thank you. Just saw that one come through. Wow. Yeah, they keep showing me this basket and I need to not take it home tonight. So I'm not sure what's going on with it, but yeah, we need to get that basket sorted there, B, if you can. I don't know what you're going to do with it, but it'd be nice to even have a photo of it. I just see it like with lace, you know, the really old-fashioned white lace. They don't have them like that anymore. They have them as all these kind of padded, padded, you know, little kid, I don't even know what to call it, little padded baskets, I think. Never mind. Here we go. Oh, over to you then. Oh, you got more. Okay, she goes, I got more. Okay. I was just trying to look for someone to even do a reading for just then. So over to you then, Miss Ellie.
So B. Casey said, we have 4 kids. They used it when they were young. They are 8, 12, 7, and 17. 8, 12, and 17.
Well, there's your 17 and there's your 8. So 17 and 8. So 17 and 8. And what was the other one? 12?
Yeah.
There's your 12. And then what was the other one?
It was just 8, 12, and 17.
Oh, there you go. So I can't get any bit better than that. 12, 8, and 17. There you go, my dear. So there's your numbers. See how spirit works? I love it.
And then Merck Mandana said, I forgot to mention my son passed away in his white bassinet.
Oh, there you go. That's why. See how spirit just keeps pushing me to say it because they want you to acknowledge them, lovey. Which person was that one? Kim?
No. So BKC Jr. had the 4 kids, and then Merck Mandana had the child that passed.
Merck Mandana. And so which was the last one you just said? Merck. Merck, yeah, right. Okay. Wow. That's why, because see how spirit just kept pushing me to say this basket, because he knew that it wasn't clear, and you're there right now. When he's here, he knows that you're here, and he knows that he wanted to get a message, and that's just validating that he's still here with me on the side here. Okay, so that's what happens. That's how spirit works for me. It's really quite bizarre. And then he kept showing me the bars. He kept saying, say it again. I'm going, okay, I'll say it again. Say it again, and then say it again. And that's what I'm saying. Like, even in the break, I said, I need to find who's this basket for, this white lacy basket, because I don't want to take it home. It's for someone here. Definitely someone here. Thank you for that, Ellie. So, yeah, and that's how spirit works. So sometimes, when you do readings, or when even up and coming mediums, and this is what I teach, is what I'll be teaching on Saturday morning, when you're doing readings and stuff like that, it's not always straightforward. Even for me, I'm a professional medium, and it's not always straightforward when the messages come from spirit from the other side. And sometimes I just say, well, actually, not sometimes, but all the time I say what I get, but sometimes I don't know what it means. And this is why. And then just continually, hitting me in the head saying, say it again about the bassinet, say it again about the white basket, say it again about the lace. I'm thinking, oh, okay, I've got to, they're really, really on my tail here. I need to say it because I'm not taking them home. I need the person that it's for to be here with it. So, but thanks for that, B. Thanks for validating all that, guys. It's interesting how spirit works, and it's not always what you assume. And I said that last week on air. I had a little bit of a rant last week on air where I was talking about opinions and assumptions. You need to read things, and you need to make sure that you read things correctly so that you don't upset people's apple cart, which is fine. But I'm fine now. But it's always with readings, guys. You never ever assume. You never ever throw in your opinion. It's always got to be direct messages from spirit. Otherwise, you have issues with your delivery, and your delivery will always be incorrect because you're putting your opinion or your assumptions there, and it's wrong. That's why a lot of mediums are afraid to go live, or they're afraid to do anything outside of just doing a tarot card or something like that, because that's their training wheels to get them off the ground, to get them started with spirit. Well, if you've been doing readings for, in my opinion, for more than 1 year, and you are classing yourself as an expert, and you're getting paid for these readings, I don't believe that you should be doing tarot cards. That's my opinion. You should be relying on 100% trust in your spirit guide, and that your spirit guide is leading you into the right direction, not to play cards with people's lives, because I reckon I could fit any card to anybody's life, and I don't know anything about cards. And I'm not trying to be rude, I'm not trying to be offensive. It's just my opinion on how, as a real psychic medium, how people are skeptical about us because of, there's a lot of fakes out there. Not saying all tarot card readers are fakes, but just, going into the future with this stuff, it's incredible how spirit can change direction for you and change this and change that. And I'm not always 100% understanding what spirit gives me, but I say what I get because I know that it's going to mean something for the person that I'm reading for. And I'm not afraid to I'll put my neck on the line every single time I go live, so that I can prove to people that there is such thing out there as a real psychic medium, because there's a lot of fakes out there that it's made it very, very uncomfortable and very, very sad for us real people, because they've just ripped people off and, being the biggest fakes on earth. And that's why I do live shows, and that's why I do this all the time, because I got tired of all the fakes out there. It's just proving people wrong. Okay, any other messages there, Ellie? Not yet? All right, let me get off my rant, and then I'm going to start back here again. So, Fiona Grayling, what have we got for you? So we've got, hi, Lesley, anything for me, please, and thank you. So we've got a general here, and I get the number 11 around you. 1 and 1 is 2 in the month of February and also November. Now, I feel really unwell in the stomach, like really unwell, like sick to the core, I'm hearing. And I feel really nauseous. And this is, I feel like this is a nervous nauseous, if that makes sense. And I'm also seeing this person driving as well, and tears, and these are not tears of joy. These are tears of sadness. Driving and sadness. And also I see the water on the right side. So they're driving around, like what's it called? Cliff, like big, tall cliffs. And then on the right side, there's water, like the ocean or something like that. Water to the right side. Water to the right side, like driving and water to right side. And I'm also getting 13 and 14 as well. So 1 and 3 is 4 in the month of April, and also 14, 1 and 4 is 5 in the month of May. They just showed me dollar signs between this size, this time. Dollar signs, little ones, and then a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. So like 3 lots of different size dollar signs. So that's really, really good. So look forward to that time. It's not going to be a lot of money, but I'm hoping that it's going to be a lot of money, but it's definitely not this time for you, but better than nothing, I'm hearing. But also I'm hearing grandmother or mother figure, grandmother, and who's Beatrice or Beatrice name, or starting with a B, Beverly name. Who's the person that has the B name around you that's female? I also want to say the number, 11. I already said 11, and definitely 11 till November or February. Lots of numbers around you as well. Good times coming up, though. July, rest for sure. Rest for sure, I'm hearing. They're also giving me headaches. Like I feel like my head's been put in a vice. And also look at the minerals. I feel like the minerals are deficient, like your essential salts, like your Celtic salt is the best salt. And if you can't sleep, take some at night before you go to bed. That's what I do. Even though it was stinking hot last night, and my aircon just kind of had a moment and didn't want to work, did it? I only just got it fixed a couple of, or would have been 9 months ago now, and then all of a sudden it's just had a moment. So, but I'm also getting farewell as well as like goodbye, farewell. Is there farewells coming up, or someone moving, or something? What's the farewell, like the bye? Everyone's like cuddling and showing comfort and stuff like that. So farewells and goodbyes. Are you moving, or who's that? Who's that around you, or yourself, or? Because I just saw everyone waving and saying goodbye. It's nothing too bad. It's like someone's either moving interstate or moved away or work or something like that. It's just like someone's just, closeness is like separated now. Not for bad, but moving further away. That's what I'm hearing. But I'll leave it there. Thank you. If you could validate any of that, that would be amazing. Thank you. So if you'd like to watch any of my shows back, you can always also go back to the Facebook page. I number all of my shows. I make sure that they're all got the date on them and all the show numbers. And you can always go back and watch the show, especially if you post up a question. So, and validations. We love our validations, don't we, Miss Ellie? Lisa Berry, good evening. Kylie Patterson, good evening. Jennifer Thompson, yes. Amanda, Lisa Young, hi. Keely Rhodes, hi Keely. So what's this weekend? What's the date this weekend, Ellie? What date is it? It's the
22nd, 23rd this weekend.
22nd and 23rd. So I got my real estate course, my 3rd day of my real estate course this Sunday, which is fantastic. I can't wait to finish that. And then I've also got another ghost tour coming up with the Abandoned and Haunted page, and that is on the 29th of March. So my weekends are gone, like seriously, I'm so busy. Absolutely flat chat all the time. Kim J, good evening. We've got Kirili Thuma, good evening from Palmy. So tell me where you're from, guys. Corey Main, hi. Thanks for joining us. What else have we got here? So for all the people that are new here, I'm an international psychic medium. I can see a lot of new people on here. I do relay direct messages from spirit. I don't use any cards, no tarot cards, no nothing. I like to use just direct messages from spirit. I don't like to, not use my spirit guide, if that makes sense. You'll never know. You never understand me unless you're a medium. But psychic is past, present, and future. And that's my spirit guide behind me that gives me the past, present, and future. And then also the mediumship side is the past loved one from you, your side. And they just come through and they stay always on my right side. So left brain hemisphere is the conscious mind, the mind that's listening to me. And then you've got the subconscious mind, which is the right side hemisphere, which is the mind that does all the work in the background for people and keeps your blood flowing, keeps your heart pumping, keeps you breathing, keeps everything flowing as per normal automatically. And that's the mind that, for me, it's like flying in an airplane and the pilot's got you in auto mode and you're just sitting in the carriage, reading a book or watching something on the TV there. But sure as ever, you are flying, and then you land on the earth, and you land and you're stable on the ground. But for me, it's like going underwater, and it feels like I'm in a different world. I can't hear anything, I can't see anything of the normal world, but I can hear and see and visualize and see everything that they show me from the other side of the world. But I'm at peace. I don't feel anything other than their pain or anything other than their what do you call it, like their images. I just see their images, or I see their video recording or whatever they've got that they want to show me. They virtually do remote viewing with me, which is putting me in the position of what they experienced or showing me what they want me to tell you. Half the time I don't understand what they're talking about, but I just say directly what they give me, and sure as ever it will mean something to you. So, but over to you there, Miss Ellie. I think we got a validation from Scott Kraft.
So Scott said, "Good morning, Lesley Spirit and everyone from Georgia, USA. Update from a previous reading from a show a few months back. If I remember correctly, Spirit said March would bring some big changes for me for the better, and life is 100% better today than it was, and I'm just 50 days from 1 year clean and sober."
Wow, well done. Go figure. Does Spirit have anything else for me going forward? Yes, keep going. Don't stop in the middle. Listen, you got to this far, Scott. There's a saying, okay? There was a lady that was, and I can't remember her name. We looked her name up. Maybe, Ellie, if you could look her name up. She was a marathon runner. Yeah, and she ran and she got caught. I always forget her name for some reason. She ran through, a marathon runner overseas. She was an Aussie, and she got caught in a huge bushfire and got most of her body burnt. And I remember seeing her husband doing a charity event for her, and he had on his push bike a little sign that said, "You didn't get to this far to get to this far." So that's the same. That's the vision that I see for you there, Scott. So don't stop, mate. Just keep going. Don't stop in the middle. But I do see love around the corner, if that makes any sense to you. And this is, I feel like sometimes, we need these hard times to change for the good times. It's like the yin and the yang. You have the bad with the good, but you've got the good now. So you're on the right path, and there's no stopping you. And I do feel like that you have a lot of, some people like you are so clever that you don't realize how clever you are because you're too busy putting yourself down. You're too busy going down the wrong path. So you're always like too hard on yourself, if that makes sense. And you never pat yourself on the back. You never give yourself validation. Say, you know what, mate, I'm really good at what I do. I've got ideas and I see the ideas, but you don't put them to fruition. Now is the time to put them to fruition. This month is March. It's third gear for March. I always say in January, get out of automatic mode. January is first gear, February is second gear, third gear is March, fourth gear you should be in overdrive by May. So it's time for change for you, Scott. So shift the gears, buddy, because it's right now is when you need to start shifting gears. We're already pretty much halfway through March. I just can't believe how quick the time goes. Hey, Ellie, it's insane, isn't it? So we're already halfway through March, and it's time for change for you, Scott. So start shifting gears, mate, because your ideas, and I see business like it's like you've just gone from one to the other. But as soon as you go back one step, you only need to step back into temptation one step, and you're going to be back worse than what you were before. So what I'm trying to say is that you do not step backwards. You're stepping forward, and you continuously step forward so that you can get ahead of yourself, and then you're on point, because you have it up here, but you don't have it up here, if that makes sense, because you're too hard on yourself and you keep dropping back to the easy path. Like sometimes things are just too easy to go backwards. Don't go backwards, mate, because you've got a lot of future. You've got a lot of stuff coming up for you in the future, and there's opportunities galore. And I do feel like that there's a lot of anxiety around you, but if you can do this for yourself, then you can get your health on track. You can get your nutrition on track, because most of this stuff relates around nutrition as well, with essential vitamins and minerals that you're deficient in. And you need to just get on board with all that stuff so that you can actually get ahead in life, because you're going to sit back, have a drink one day, a cold drink one day, and say, you know what, that Spaliviero blonde bird in New South Wales, Australia, that Psychic Lesley, she was right. I can do I can do it. I know I can do it. But we want to hear back from you. We want to hear how well you're doing in a few weeks' time, and see how you're tracking. It'll be amazing to know how you're going along, Scott. So keep up the good work, mate. You're doing really well. So any other thing from you, Ellie? Nothing? So I've got Anne Ivor here. She says, hi, Lindsay. My name is Leslie. Everyone gets my name wrong sometimes. They always call me Lindsay, but my name is Leslie. My trip overseas was rescheduled back to May. It was like 3 times changed of the date. I am so worried. Do you feel... Now, wasn't this the same girl that I told a couple of months ago that it was going to be in May? Because I do remember this, because she was so worried about it being in May. I remember telling you that doesn't matter when it is, it's meant to be, lovey. And Ivor, it's meant to be. Because if it wasn't meant to be, it would have happened already. So pace yourself. Just enjoy this moment. It's not the right timing. 100% it's not the right timing. And I said this last time as well. I remember that one, because I remember saying that it was meant to be, because you were so up in the air, so worried about it. There's nothing to worry about it. You're just going on a trip, lovey. It's not like you're going in for major surgery. There's nothing to worry about. It's just meant to be that you go at a different time. That's all it is, lovey. And enjoy it. It's going to be a great trip. Looking forward to hearing back how you have enjoyed yourself, and maybe even you can send us some photos. Holly Martin, good evening. I would love any messages from Spirit, please, and thank you in advance. Yes, that's what I always say. So Holly, what do we get for Holly? Oh, I got the number 13 around you for in April. So next month, busy beaver. That's what I'm hearing. Busy, busy, busy. And have you got some special plans or something where you I feel like this is either around travel for you, or you're looking for some more adventure. It's like you're bored right now. Bored and more adventure. And I can't even write right now. What's going on with my hand? Have you had an elderly person around you that had issue writing or something like that? Because I feel like I can't even write. It's like my writing has gone so weird. Now I've said, look, I can't even write. Writing's weird. It's really bizarre. And I feel like this is around an elderly person that's passed over, but they couldn't read it. They're saying they couldn't read and write. Now I can write properly now that I've said it. I'm also getting irritation on my left leg here. So the left leg on the outside of the leg, irritation or inflammation. Something like shin splint maybe. It's like they've got a limp and it's. I feel like someone's got the hiccups, or like something with them, how they breathe, like they can't get their breath. It's like a hiccup, but not a hiccup, if that makes sense. and they love their food. And I mean, I know that sounds really general, but they really love their food. It's like chef or cook or something like that. Chef slash, I can't even talk now. I feel like this person's either had a stroke or they can't write due to stroke, or the hand's gone limp or something like that. Stroke and hand is limp. Because I'm really struggling to move my hand. It's really weird. But a chef or a cook, or they were a chef or cook or something like that, because they enjoy, they show me like all the biscuits, like biscuits on a tray. Okay. Like what do they call, pastry cook or something. So the biscuits. I'm not sure who that is, but yeah, I feel like this was an elderly lady here. And she showed me, like, she used to wear like the little chef's hat kind of like thing, or the what are those things that they put over their head, Lily? Like a
Like a hairnet?
No, not a hairnet. You know, with those scarf things that they tie around the back?
A bandana?
Bandana, that's it. Bandana. Thank God I've got you here, Ellie, because when I'm in flight, I go mentally blank. But that's what I feel, because I feel like the stroke has done that. And this was dizziness as well, like really quite dizzy. Dizzy and a feeling of unwell, because the dizziness used to make them quite unwell. And I feel like this was based on medication as well. Like really heavy medication. But I'll leave that there. If you could validate any of that, that would be amazing. If that's not you, it's going to be around where that question was. Well done, Karen Riley. It's awesome. Okay. But we'll be back shortly. You're listening to a live 90.5 FM. Oh, my back. I still can't sit back on those sections of my back. It's so sore. Oof.
Does your smile embarrass you? If you have loose, damaged or missing teeth or loose-fitting dentures, better call Dr. Jack. Dr. Jack and the team at Infinity Dental Care can restore a rock-solid smile using an oral procedure.
I'm going to change the font size on here because I can't see a thing, Ellie.
We remove broken teeth, replacing them with a healthy.
Oh, I know how to do it.
Oh, there's a quick way to do it.
Yeah.
Designed to last your lifetime. Schedule a consultation today at infinitydentalcare.com.au.
Oh, look at you go, Ellie.
Coluccio Funeral Services is an Australian-owned and operated funeral home providing dedicated, dignified, versatile and professional funeral services.
That's right, I'll get it
assisting
back.
community members in need time.
That's right, I'll get it
loss,
back.
regardless of
Yeah, oh
ethnicity,
yeah, that's so much. Oh yeah, now I can see it. Go, Ellie.
funeral professionalism and supporting families through what is the most
Oh,
difficult time.
I've got glasses and I wear glasses. I don't wear glasses because they make me feel sick.
Funeral Services, always with you.
You can just pull down the
1604
control menu to do
1604.
that.
Station
Oh,
sponsor.
SE Timbers Castle
Oh yeah, right, okay. I didn't even know it was there. Thank you.
Not just flooring, SE Timbers supply, install and guarantee solid timber, engineered, laminate and vinyl flooring, as well as carpet, blinds and shutters. An authorised dealer of major brands like Boral, Preference and Quickstep. Call 98946660 or visit setimbers.com.au to arrange a free quote today. Station sponsor, SE Timber Floors and Shutters, ingrained quality. Need more time to focus on your small business? Let Aurelian Group handle your business applications. With our expertise, you can free up your schedule to serve more customers and do what you love. Let us take care of all your software, technology and IT needs while you dedicate your time to growing your business. From managing your online presence to streamlining your operations, trust us to make it happen. Visit Aurelian-group.com today and discover the true potential of your business. Station sponsor.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero. And welcome back to my show. It's my 154th live show. Oh, all my water just splashed up on my face. And it's also 494 live shows that we've done. We've got 6 shows to go till our 500 show. And I just want to say a good evening to Reese and Sarah Boland, who organized her partner Reese to come out and fix my balcony roof. He was supposed to come out and give me a quote, but he ended up fixing it. Such a good bloke, and they were just so lovely, so beautiful people. And I just want to say, put a shout out for Reese for being so kind. And if anyone needs their roof fixed, just let me know, and I will forward on the details of Reese. And I just want to also say good evening to Ellie. You all right? You're copping it tonight, aren't you? So we've also got here, what else did I have here written down? I wanted to say something. My events, that's right. My events coming up this Saturday, the 22nd, 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. The first one is about the beginner's psychic medium and how to build up and call in spirit, etc., and also motivation in that one there as well, and manifestation portions of it. And then we've got at 2 p.m. the manifestation, full manifestation at 2 p.m. So all the details are on my event section on my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So we're on 500 shows. We're leading up to it, Miss Ellie, and I've got to get myself organized for that. But I also just I just saw this little post from Shannon Marie Urinic. She says, "Hi, ladies. Nice to see you today. I was wondering if you could give me some insight with my relationship and my late partner. I'm always wondering if he's okay with me and my new partner." She said, "I feel guilty for moving on with my life to someone new. Lovey, they don't want you to feel guilty at all. They want you to be happy. They know that you're suffering. They don't want you to grow old lonely, and they don't want you to not move on. You know, a lot of people suffer in silence as well. And I feel like it's quite healthy for people to move on as well, you know, and nobody can dictate to anybody and tell them what their timeline of grieving is. And you'll always have that thought of your husband, your late husband in your mind and your soul, and you were meant to meet him. Everything that's in your path was meant to be. So enjoy your life, love you, because they don't want you to not enjoy your life. They don't want you to be pouting around and unhappy and miserable and etc. for the rest of your life. But for some reason I'm getting pain underneath my right armpit / into the breast area. Have you had issues, or have you not had that section checked? Because I think that you need to have it checked, because that just really hurt me. And I had to say it really quickly because it really hurt me. And I feel like this is husband warning me to tell you to get checked, lovey. Please get checked. I don't want you to not get checked, because it's not me. I never had this pain at all before I started. And I need you to get checked. So if you haven't had a breast examination or whatever, please go and get checked. Even if it's nothing, just get checked, because for some reason he's made my section here really, really painful. It's like someone's got an elastic band. When I get these sensations, it's like someone's got an elastic band and they're just constantly flicking at it, and it stings and it hurts. So that's how I feel. So even when I get the pains in my legs and stuff like that, when there's issues with people with broken legs and stuff, I've got to say it straight away. Otherwise, I will sit there and suffer all night. And I don't really want to have a broken leg like that on the way home, let me tell you. So let's keep going. But yes, please get that checked, lovey. So Scott Kraft, I said a few things earlier. If you could validate any of that would be great. Thank you. Who else we got here? Lisa Berry, Amanda Bundy. Any questions, come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. And back over to you there, Miss Ellie.
So I had 2 validations. The first one's from Fiona Grayling. She said, "Thank you. Beatrice is my sister."
Oh, wow. Wait 1 second, Ellie. I've got to get that, because there it is there. There's Beatrice. Can't get any closer than that, Spirit. Thank you.
Beatrice is my sister-in-law. They live nearby and can be nearby. They can be them also. I think they cry.
What did she say?
She says, "I think they cry a lot under the sun." I think she means over their son who is in heaven. He passed from cancer and was only 19. "I struggle with my stomach and have too many health problems, but don't give up. The good
That's what I said there. Celtic salt here. What did I say? Headaches as well. Unwell. I felt sick in the stomach here as well. Yes, nauseous, nervous. That all comes from poor nutrition as well. Back over to you there, Miss Ellie.
She said, I think she says the good something, don't know. I think it could be my daughter or something. If it is a little bit of money is fine. Every little bit will help.
Yeah.
I also hope my daughter will get work soon. Thank you, Leslie.
Yeah, you're welcome there, lovey. But manifest, don't just say, I hope my daughter will get work soon. Manifest her going to the interview, manifest her getting the job, manifest her working in the job, pretty much is better, actually. Manifest her working in the job. But 100%, there's the name Beatrice. Out of all the names in the world, Beatrice. And they showed me like the Beetlejuice show. There's a show called Beetlejuice. I don't know why, but I just relate Beatrice with Beetlejuice. I don't know why. I don't know what that means, but I just say it. But anyway, Mel Cross, good evening. And she's got more validations. Okay, I'll just sit here and just listen to Ellie tell all the validations. Back over to you there, Miss Ellie.
Oh, guess what? There's another one after this.
Oh, okay. Thank you. On
So
fire.
Holly Martin said, my son is autistic and he struggles to write. He's super
Oh,
smart.
that's why I couldn't write.
Struggles gripping on the pencil. My son's dad broke his shin and had surgery on it. Had a bunch of pins in it.
Shin splint. There you go. I had something with the shin because my left leg was killing me.
He used to be a chef cook at a restaurant.
As a
I
cook.
don't know about the old lady in the bandana. It's not ringing a bell. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, maybe you might be meeting her some sooner or later. I don't know. But yes, definitely could not write and definitely very busy lady. But writing was weird for me. I could not write here. And also the cook and the chef and the biscuits and all that stuff. So definitely food. Look, food. Lots of stuff around you there. Thank you. Any other validations, Miss Ellie?
Yeah,
Okay, there's one more.
Keep them
Okay.
coming, guys.
Okay, keep it coming. Ellie loves them.
So Shannon, I'm not going to butcher that. Shannon said, I've had lower back pain in my left side, but I also was so broken-hearted when my love passed. I will go get checked.
Yeah.
I just want him to approve of the guy I'm with now. I feel like he sent him to me to love me because he can't anymore.
Yeah, that's right. So whatever you feel, lovey, let it go. Let it go. He's not going to judge you. They don't judge you on the other side. Let me tell you one thing, guys. When they pass over, they do not pass in pain. They can't pass in pain. They have to be relaxed. That's why they give them morphine, to relax them to pass in pain. And they pass on to the other side in neutral gear. They do not pass over with any jealousy. They don't take that with them. They don't take any remorse with them. They don't take any, I'll point the finger at you or guilt or whatever. They go in neutral gear. It's exactly like the car. You take the motor out of the car. That's the soul. It's still running. And then the soul sits on the side of the road, still running. And then the vehicle is in just by itself there, and it just rusts away, and there's nothing left of it. There's nothing. The soul is still there, and they always stay beside you, and they go to the other side in peace. They do not leave this world, the living world, without being at peace with themselves. Another validation. Okay, I won't do any more readings tonight. Over to you there, Miss Ellie.
So B. Casey said, my mum passed away unexpectedly in July, and my stepfather, who's still here, calls him Beetlejuice.
Oh, there, and I said Beetlejuice. Oh my God, how cool is that? Wow. Who was that?
B. Casey.
Wow, Beetlejuice. God.
Beetlejuice.
There you go. I just heard this thing. Beatrice reminds me of Beetlejuice. I don't know why I said it. See what I mean? So that's how spirit works. There you go, Beetlejuice. So that's how you know that they're around you guys. They always do this kind of, indirect pointing the finger at different things and, poking me and giving me pain and giving me this and giving me that and all these different words and names and numbers. And it always means something to you because it means absolutely nothing to me at all. And so if I don't say what I get, perfect example, Beetlejuice, like out of all things to say, and the name Beatrice, out of all things to call someone, and sure as ever, both of them exactly 100% correct. Can't get any better than that from Spirit, guys. Good on you, Spirit. You're a champion. So my daughter has been really sick, and the doctors are saying that it's an autoimmune disease, but they can't figure out which one it is that she has. Anything from Spirit would be greatly appreciated. Thank you in advance. Beautiful. Now, Jennifer Thompson. What does Spirit get? Look, anything, a disease, dis-ease is a dis-ease. Does that make sense? So a disease is a dis-ease of the body. Most of the time, the issues with the body or any issues that you have is usually a deficiency in essential minerals. And, if it's cancer, they're saying now that, do your own research as well. Check with functional medicine doctors. But they're saying about cancer, a lot of people sit in an acidic environment. So they eat rubbish all the time. All the food that you're eating, if it's not organic and it's not grown in soil, not in hydroponic, but in soil, then you're just asking for trouble, guys. And it's GMO foods that they're growing right now. So anything that doesn't have a seed, don't eat it. Do not eat it. It's all GMO. Genetically modified food, and it all comes down to the food. And I can honestly tell you that food changed my life as well. I mean, I'm a survivor of cancer myself there, Jennifer. I'm not saying she's got cancer. It's an autoimmune disease, they're saying. So anything auto or immune system tells me that there's something not right with nutrition. And Spirit's jumping up and down here. I feel like this has been going on for some time now. And they're saying to me, time for change. Does she also get sharp pains like underneath, where the rib cage is, just right in the center, like where the rib cage, like the ribs are here, but where the rib cage is just there? Does she get sharp pains or pain there, like an ache or a dull ache? Because that's what I've got pain right now. And I feel like this is like an indigestion kind of thing. And this, there's so much I could say about all this stuff, and I feel like you need to do your own research. I don't care what any doctor or professor, anybody says, you still need to do your own research and start learning about your body. It's like, Jennifer, you can't put sand or soil into a car, going back to the vehicle. You can't put sand or soil into a car and it runs perfect. It will never run. You cannot run a car without any oil. Look at all your good stuff. Look at all your essential stuff. Do not eat, fast food. Fast foods, you look at all the colors of the fast foods. It's all red and orange, all red and yellow, all red and white. Why? Because it's all low vibration food. It's all crap, in other words. So don't eat it, guys. It's terrible. It's no good for you. It's like you're asking for trouble. You're asking, like when we used to teach this stuff, we used to say, a disease doesn't just happen overnight. An autoimmune disease happens over time. 95% of the population, or probably even 98% of the population, is full of parasites. So do a parasite cleanse, and then a proper parasite cleanse, and then you'll see exactly how you feel after. It's amazing. So everyone should be doing that. And I'm not just talking like a little, couple of tablets here. And I'm talking about a proper functional medicine protocol with a specialist functional medicine doctor that understands removal of parasites. And I have a feeling that that's probably what it's coming from, Lovey. So, and I do research and study every single day on health or law or anything to do with what I study with real estate. I have a few hobbies, and that's what I do. I just study. And it's morning and night when I'm getting ready for work, before I go to bed, when I'm in my lunch break, if I have time, if I'm not talking to someone at lunch, I do it at lunchtime. So, it's incredible how much you learn over time. So that's why, I'm quite knowledgeable about a lot of things, because I do my research. I don't rely on anybody else to do it for me. But back over to you there, Miss Ellie. Looks like another validation.
I'm loving it. So Scott Kraft said, first, for anyone you're in doubt, you've found the real deal here. No psychic hotlines, roadside palm or roadside palm readers have ever been so spot on over and over like it is right here. I am definitely my toughest critic. I always expect so much more from myself than anyone. The past has been trying relentlessly to pull me back, not just in drugs, but previous employers grew up dripping me, and I'm not looking back to
Never look
anybody,
back.
only looking forward now. I can't wait to round the corner of love you spoke of. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yes, 100% there, Mr. Scott. Keep going, mate. Don't stop in the middle, because it's instead of it going downhill for you, it's all slowly creeping uphill. And it's like you got that paddle and you've just thrown the paddle out of the boat. Now the boat's got wheels, and now you got rid of the boat, and then you're in the car and you're on your way up the hill. So keep going, mate. Don't stop in the middle, because it's going to be really good for you. And I want to see and hear from you in a few months' time how you're going, because it's just going to be very exciting for us here. I always, as a PT of many years, I always love to know how well the client's been going over time, you know. So, but a long time coming for a lot of people with health. Just going back to that, you haven't got anything if you haven't got your health, and life's not a rehearsal, guys. So stop eating rubbish. Get off all the starchy foods, the white potato, jump to sweet potato. Put on, a veggie dish. Do that 2 or 3 times a week. It's so good for you. It's incredible. In people that are suffering from depression, anxiety, they're deficient. They're deficient in B1. They're deficient in a lot of minerals, essential minerals. If you've got cracked lips, it's B1 to 6 for your lips. So, look at things like that. Look up Dr. Berg. I've been studying Dr. Berg and his stuff, his protocols for probably 30 years. I've always studied him. I'm doing Gary Bracker, and who else was the other one? There's I'll think of it later. I think Gary Bracken was another guy that I always follow as well. So, and just look at people that have actually had cancer before and had, massive things wrong with their life and things like that. And it just changes your whole life, it's incredible. And there's so much stuff on TikTok. TikTok is very awake, guys. So if you want to find out anything, and then you do your research. So if you see one thing and it sounds like it's a really fantastic, but you're not sure, then follow your gut, because it might be just a hocus pocus. You need to go to do some more research on whatever it is, because there's a lot of fakes out there, a lot of controlled people, and a lot of people that are doing the wrong thing by others. And the symbolism is out there as well, guys. So keep your eyes posted for that as well. But back over to you there, Miss Ellie. Sharon has another validation there. I think it was a lower back pain or left side, or you already done that one?
I've done Sharon, I'm pretty sure.
Okie dokie. Alicia, she says, sorry, I'm back. Not sure if you answered or not, but how did you first talk to your spirit guide? Did you see him? Were you scared? What did you do? So for me, Alicia, I've had this all my life, but I used to play soccer. I was very good at playing soccer, and I played for 18 years, and I could always read the game, and I didn't know how I did it. I'd just say, Michelle, the ball's going to come to you, and watch out, get ready for it, Sure as ever, the goalkeeper from the other team will kick the ball, and then the Michelle will get the ball, and I go, oh, wow, that's cool, I got that one right. Never thought anything of it ever. And then I went to one of my PT clients took me to a Psychic Medium one show, and then I'm sitting there watching this person do live readings, in a platform. We call it platform when you do live readings and you've got an audience. And then next minute, every time before she said it, I was getting it in my head, and I went, oh, okay, that's really cool. I was thinking that, and I'm thinking, oh, geez, I'm getting more switched on with this stuff. And then sure as ever, I realized that I had it, and I could read my clients. I could read my personal training clients. I'd always know who was going to have a sore knee and what knee was going to be sore and what was going on with their leg. And I used to do all the rehab at my gym. And then sure as ever, I realized that I had this ability to heal people in that fashion. And I did that for a while. As well as I also, I love my health side, my project management side, which I did full time, my PT side, and my sports side, then my psychic side, and all that stuff. Now it's real estate, because that's kind of like my 6 hobbies. But when I started speaking to spirit, it was kind of a bit bizarre, because even I'll give you an example. Yesterday when I was driving, doing this go-karting, and the boys at work were all flying past me, and I was trying to keep up with them, and there's no way I could keep up with them. They were like bullets, and I was just like an old dead cat dead fish trying to keep alive on the road. But anyway, when I was driving, all I could hear in my head, and this voice was so loud, was concentrate. That's all they kept saying to me, concentrate, because I was lapsing, because it was stinking hot. It was 37 degrees, and I was there driving this non power steered vehicle, and it was a go-kart. And sure as ever, if you take your mind and you lapse in concentration for like 10 seconds, you could get really hurt, like you get really injured, or get smashed by the boys. And that's for sure. I stayed away from them, but I still gave them a run for the money at the end, because I was getting used to it, which was pretty cool. But I tell you what, sometimes when it was so hot, I wasn't concentrating, or I felt like I wasn't concentrating, I'd hear in my head, concentrate, and then I'd fire up, like my brain would fire up again. And that saved me a few times yesterday, as well as a couple of other examples would be when I left the other radio station that I'm on, and I was leaving there one night where there was a white van, and I early got in the car, and then we left, and I had this vision in my head, and Spirit showed me a white van on the side of the road going past the lights that I had to go through, and that a man was on the other side of the vehicle, and he was going to run straight out in front of me. And then sure as ever, I got past those lights. I saw that vision the second time, and I slowed right down. And just as I got to the beginning of that white van, and there was a white van on the left side, because we drive on the left side of the road here, and then sure as ever, this man runs straight out in front of me. I went, oh my God, if I didn't slow down, if I didn't have that vision, I would have run that bloke over for sure, So, but there's just so many occasions that I can't tell you how many occasions that Spirit has saved my life. Even driving home another day, this was about 4 weeks ago, and my car's only a tiny car, and then sure as ever, there was a big, massive truck, and he was on my right, and I was going to pull in front of him, and I realized that he was too close, and I thought, I've got a truck license myself. He needs time. He needs room to pull up. And that bloke just screamed with the brakes, and he just missed the car in front, I swear to God, by maybe half an inch if you're lucky. And I'm thinking to myself, wow. And I looked at the truck. It was a big semi-trailer. And I'm thinking, wow, if I would have pulled onto that lane, I would have been a sandwich. I would have been so small right now, not even here, because it took him a bit to pull up, because the other guy in front of him just pulled up straight away at the lights and didn't go through them on the orange. So sure as ever, yes, Spirit has helped me. I'm not scared of Spirit. I used to think about it a lot. A lot of people ask me, when you do your readings, do you get really tired? And I say, no, it's just like me going, to work and then going back home. It's the same thing. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't get fatigued from doing readings. I get fatigued from actually working, like a normal person would, just normal every day. So Sharon Urinik, she says, my heart, ? In my lower back, I was so broken-hearted when he passed. Yeah. Don't say died, Lovey. Don't say death, dead, or died, because that, to me, and that's my opinion, is always the ending. There's no more after, no return. That's how I see those words. It's like a full stop at the end of a sentence, right? You say that they passed over. That's the best way to keep the soul lingering on for myself. Like, that's how I see it, right? But for your lower back, any pain in the body, any joint pain is usually a deficiency in vitamin D, and 90% of the population are deficient in vitamin D. So you need to go to your functional medicine doctor, guys, and top up your vitamin Ds. And I'm telling you, it's not just the 600 grams or milligrams or whatever it's on the packet. It's like 5,000 to 10,000 IUs a day that every single person should be having, especially the elderly. Anything else, Ellie? Back over to you.
So there was one from Jennifer Thompson. She said, Yes, she's been sick for about 3 weeks, not being able to keep anything down. And yes, she has pain below her rib cage and at the lower part of her stomach as well.
There you go. To me, it sounds like this is a parasite thing, but do a parasite. It's called Parastrike. You can get that. You can use bicarb soda, etc. But lovey, go to a proper functional medicine doctor where they do the naturopath side and they do the medical side as well. But look into your own research on removing parasites, and it's not a quick fix. It's a long process. So get her sorted. Yes. Good evening, Alison Lett. Thanks for joining us. She says, when my dad, my grandma, and my grandpa were in the hospital on their way to passing over, I whispered in each of their ears, "It's okay if you want to go home now. We will be okay." Right after I said that, they immediately took their last breath. Is that a coincidence, or did they actually hear you? No, they actually heard you. 100%, Lovey. They actually heard you. You know, I've heard of a lot of things like where people have passed over. They don't pass over. Have a think about it. They don't really try and pass over on Christmas. They don't try and pass over on birthdays. They don't pass over on special occasions unless they are really, really, and this sounds really bad, sometimes they're really selfish and they want you to remember them, like really, really remember them as that kind of relationship to that event. Does that make sense? So yeah, they don't want you to not say that. They can hear everything just because they're unconscious and they're passing. When they're unconscious, they're actually between the living brain and then the passing brain, the brain that's on the other side. So they're in transition, so they can still hear you. They can hear you every time, even when you're talking out loud in your home by yourself, and even when you're on your own at home. I'm losing my train of thought here because I feel like I've got another energy coming through. But even when you're home by yourself and you're by yourself, and you're talking to yourself or you talk out loud, they hear everything, Lovey. They don't just say, "Oh, I'm just going to go and check in with so and so," or "I'm going to go and have a coffee with you," or whatever. They always have your back. They don't not have your back. So yes, I've just answered your question there, Alison. Oh, thank you, Craig Cavalho. Thanks for joining us, Delia. Hi there. The moon tonight is so big and bright in the sky from Western Sydney, a clear sight. Thanks, Glennis. Yes, it is a full moon, blood moon, they say. I'm not sure exactly what it means, but it's definitely a full moon. And you'll notice people's personalities change as well. When we used to teach PT, when I used to do PT full-time as one of the trainers at one of these big gyms, I used to track it on my watch. Like, seriously, on my watch, I can't tell you, there is the little Duvalaki down there. You can just see the little round circle, and that's the full moon, guys. And that's how I used to track my clients to know exactly who was going to be upside down with their life for the week. Because as soon as the full moon went, they were fine again. So over to you there, Miss Sally. We'll be back shortly. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
Alive 90.5.
So true, the full moon.
Hawkesbury Community Newspaper is a family-owned and operated free.
But for that, who was that lady that had the issue with her daughter? Jennifer. Do a parasite cleanse, Lovey. 100%. Change your daughter's life. People with MS, 100% of MS patients and people that have passed from MS all had parasites. I've seen that many doctors talk about it now.
If you enjoy the service Alive provides to the community,
people need to do a parasite cleanse. They can't ignore it. They can't feel like they've not done enough for their life of getting rid of parasites. It's in the water. Don't drink the water. Drink filtered water. If you've got a tap at home and you're drinking from the tap, forget it.
We help with foot pain, heel pain, plantar fasciitis and flat feet, urgent care for ingrowing toenails and advice on kids' feet and school shoes. Prescribe orthotic insoles and offer shockwave therapy for foot pain that's hard to shift. We are conveniently located in Central Hornsby. North Star Podiatry. Healthy feet, happy soles. northstarpodiatry.com.au. Station sponsor.
Okay, medical students, who can tell me what blood type A means?
It means that A-type antigens are in the blood.
Very good. And who can tell me what B-type blood means?
Oh, me.
Yes.
A B-type blood means
Blacktown City! Woo! Blacktown City is in the blood.
And is it a rare blood type?
Not around my neck of the woods.
show your support and show up. Blacktown City FC. Your town, your team.
Scott Kraft, Spirit's not telling you. It's a surprise.
Quality service. We believe photography is about telling a story and capturing those rare moments. We offer a personalised, unique experience for every photo shoot, specialising in weddings, christenings, family portraits. Visit hrimages.com.au. Mention this ad to receive a complimentary 12 by 18 inch enlargement. HR Images brings you a bundle of joyful memories for you to cherish for your next event. Station sponsor.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. Now, I just wanted to say, I'll go back to Alicia before I say this. Alicia says, thank you for that. It's fascinating. When you first saw Osiris, well, I don't know if I want to call him Osiris. I know that it is, but I know that I don't want to say that right now, and it's because of a spiritual thing for me, Alicia, but and I can go into that detail of that later. Was it your mind or you physically saw him in the room with you? No, my mind. It's in my mind. It's always in my mind. I did not see him behind me, but I feel him behind him. His energy is very strong. And then he shows me visions, if that makes sense, okay? It's really, it's like, when, like I said before, if you go underwater and you got a snorkel and you're breathing underwater, it's like me walking underwater. It's like going to the moon, or if they did go to the moon, but going to the moon and then walking on the moon, but you got all that gear on to stop you, but it's kind of, out of space. It's kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it. I'll work it out one day how to explain it properly. But yes, Scott Kraft, yes, it's a surprise. So no more asking questions about love life because you need to have some fun. You need to have something to look forward to in your life, lovey. You've been through all that rough and ready stuff. You need to step up now and start to look forward to the good stuff. So. Alison Letts, so thank you so much for confirming what I thought and believed. It makes me feel really good that they heard me. 100% they hear you, lovey. Sometimes they wait for us. If they're passing over, they will wait for you to get to the hospital and they will wait for you until you get there and then they take their last breath. But then sometimes they don't want you to see them taking their last breath, so they will do it beforehand. Or it's like they already know you're on the way to the hospital. It's so bizarre how it works, It's like my grandfather with my grandmother. She never went to hospital. She was never sick. Then one day she just had this palpitation in her heart. So they took her to hospital, and then sure as ever, she was in there for a week. They called him to go and pick her up because she was ready to go home and that she was fine to go home. And then he said, all right, I'm just going to get some fuel in my car. So he didn't have to do it during the week and bother her. So he went and got the fuel in the car and he missed her by about 40 minutes, not even. So if he didn't get the fuel in the car, he would have been on time to see her take her last breath, but she didn't allow him to see that. So, and, I think that poor man kicked himself until he passed away, God love him. So Tanya Agers, I seem to get teary around a full moon with no explanation most of the time. Yes, you're a full moon baby. That's what you are there, Tanya. So a lot of people like that. People get emotional. Because it goes with the tide and the moon, the tide coming in, the tide coming out. It's quite bizarre. We used to teach it at when we used to lecture, because teaching our PT students that as soon as you get a client that's teary, well, just check the moon, because it's always emotional, because it's so much energy, and people just think that the earth has no energy. Well, that's why we say get grounded, get your feet on the ground, things like that, because otherwise you can't, we're always in shoes, we're always in thongs, we're always in something that's taking us away from the actual electrons in the earth, which makes us healthy. Okay, like what they did in the olden days, they what do you call it? They, with the old bells on the churches, they actually cracked them so that people wouldn't get better, because the bell tune would actually make people better. I don't know why they did that, but anyways. Forgive me, Leslie, I'm getting ready for work while listening to the broadcast. Not sure if you've read for me. No, lovey. Kindly confirm. I may have to watch the show over. No, it's okay, because I haven't done your. It's the first time I've seen your message, but I will do something for you now while you're on here getting ready for work, Medina. Well, what have we got here, Spirit? Medina Crystal. What a nice name. So do you get headaches yourself? Or like pain up here? I feel like it's more left brain. Left side, or who's the person around you? I feel like this might be a male actually that's had issues with that part of the side of the brain. It's like, I don't even know if they've had a stroke or they've had an injury or stroke or something like that. And I also get the weird sensation like in the hand, like it's really hard to explain. Like you get pins and needles in the hand, but the hand is not moving. It's like they've had a stroke, but the hand is kind of like not disabled or not completely stopped. It stops itself from moving, but it can't. It's not got the connections right. Pins and needles. And I'm also getting 14 around you. 1 and 4 is 5 in the month of May as well. And I also get 16 as well. 19. Wow, what's the numbers? 1 and 6 is 7 in the month of July. And you've also got 19, 1 and 9 is 10 in the month of October. So lots of good numbers for you. Do you also have an allergy? Because I'm starting to get itchy on my left hand, left arm. And yeah, I also feel like there's some things. Is work okay for you at the moment? Because I feel like there's going to be a change. Like I feel if it already hasn't happened, but I do feel like there's going to be a change around work. So look forward to that. It's like big smiles on your face. Are you looking at moving up in the role or moving out of the role? Because either way, it's going to work for you. Okay, so either move up, or out, and that's going to be really good for you. Okay, so look for the opportunities like June, July this year. More opportunities. There's more money coming in, lovey. So look forward to that. And definitely, I feel like this is going to be around October. I just heard October. Just saw dollar signs flash around October. So look forward to that. It's going to be amazing. Very, very good time this year coming up. I feel like it's about time for you as well. I just heard that. And do you have a mother figure that's passed over? Mother figure, grandmother. I know that sounds very general, but I feel like this is I just want to write down about time, because I feel like that's her just saying that, oh, it's about time, Yeah, she should have done this ages ago, or she should have had this ages ago. That's what I'm hearing. She should have had this ages ago. Heart on a sleeve, definitely black and white. No questions asked. This lady was black and white. I wish I could write better. Yeah, definitely should have had this ages ago. A character too, like smile is like the smiling assassin, she's saying. Yeah, lots of good times with this lady. Did she used to brush your hair? Because she's showing me brushing the hair. Or do you do the brushing of the hair, or what's with the hair? Because I'm seeing someone brush like a young girl's hair, dark brown chocolate color hair. Brown hair. And yeah, I'll leave it there. Have a great day at work. If you could validate any of that before you go to work, that would be amazing as well. Any other validations there, Miss Ellie? Not yet. Yeah, thanks for that, Ellie. I saw that message there. I don't really like, some people saying on here that they like the full moon. I don't really like the moon. I don't really like when it shifts, because it's just it's so bizarre. I see so many different personalities. I feel it, and that's probably why I don't like it, because I feel people's energy. And yeah, and I kind of back off. I kind of just if I know that the person around me, it doesn't matter who it is, if I know that they're a full moon person and spirit's warning me as well to be careful what you say and what you do, because they can just shift gears like a rattlesnake. It's like 1 minute they're nice, next minute they're off the planet, you know. That's how I see it. So I just kind of pause and I wait, and I pause and I wait, and I make sure that for sure they're not going to, you know, rip my head off or something like that for nothing at all, you know. So I kind of like just wait and see what happens. And once they've had their say, then I go with the flow. I can sense what I need to say back. So that's how I kind of work with this full moon thing, because it's a bit out there at the moment. But sometimes when the moon is really, really strong, it actually, it's so strong that it actually makes me not sleep sometimes. So you'll always know when you're a full moon person, because you don't sleep at night when it's in full flight. So Alicia said, yes, that makes sense. I wasn't sure if you see him like him manifest or in your mind. So cool. She said, my bad. Maybe you said Osiris. Like, yes, apologies. No, that's okay. Don't apologize, because you were right. But I don't. There's a reason why I don't say his name anymore, because of the spiritual side of it. Because there's been a few things that I see spiritual about it, and I don't want to enhance that bad part of the spirit, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain. I could probably explain it better to you if I spoke to you, but yes. Okay, let's keep going. If you got a question, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Sarah Smith, good evening. Glad to see you, hon. It's been a while. Yes, hope you're all well. Yes, I'm great. Thank you. Amanda Bundy, she said that would explain the emotional crying on Saturday with the moon, 100%. So anybody that's emotional, just go outside and have a look at the moon. If they're moody, go outside and have a look at the moon. I swear to God, and I even went to a seminar. This was a strength and conditioning seminar with a Professor Gabbett many years ago, and I was sitting at a table, and it was me with the whole 7 other guys there, and they're all, you know, all from all parts of Australia. And anyway, we're sitting there and I was starting to work out this full moon thing, and it was going back years ago, like maybe 15 years ago now, easy. And I was sitting there minding my own business, and I just kind of like said to them, I said, oh, you know, do you guys believe in the full moon? Like, just to break the conversation at the table before we started the event. And you should have seen 2 of them jumped forward on their chairs, and they go, yeah, we do. Yeah, of course we do. And I said, why is that? And they said, because they were 2 police officers. One was a detective, the other one was a sergeant or something, and they were doing the training because they used to do all the educational stuff on fitness and health for their section or something like that, they were saying. And then sure as ever, they said, yeah, they don't even like working on a full moon because that's when people go crazy. So there's pretty much more robberies, there's more break and enters, there's more domestic violence, especially domestic violence. There's more arguments, there's in the families, there's more communication breakdown. There's so much stuff that happens around a full moon that's negative because they can't control the emotions in the body. They can't control their energy around them. So that's when they lose the plot. And then later on, they regret what they do, or they actually can't believe what they've done or they've said. So, yeah, it makes sense. So just go outside and have a look. That's all I say. I figured, but never hurts to ask. Thank you, Lesley Spirit. You're welcome there, Scott. Okay, what else have we got? Any other messages from you there, Ellie?
Not yet.
Okay. Happy St. Patrick's Day to both of you. Yes. Is it today, Ellie, or is it for us tomorrow? Today, is it? I thought it was tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody as well. So we're also going to do a beautiful prayer tonight. Now, I think, is it Tanya Akins? Yes, it would. Yes, it would. I slept for 13 hours straight on Friday night and was exhausted the whole of Saturday. Weird feeling. That's because of the moon, lovey. You're a full moon baby. There's a lot of people around me that are full moon, and I just go with the flow. Margaret Bennett, thank you. Appreciate you answering. Thank you. Let's keep going. I'm just going to check. Yeah, keep going, Kim. Kim J says, hi, Lesley. I've achieved a necessary step today, one day at a time. Hoping to see direction from spirit to guide me along the way, please. Love you need to keep going. Don't stop in the middle, okay? And I feel like you're afraid of things and that you haven't allowed like yourself to settle. Okay, so whatever's going on up here, it's time for change with you, lovey. I've mentioned this to you before, I remember, because I remember this kind of situation, but it's time for change. You need to get yourself in order. Okay, whatever's going on around you, I can't say this on air, but whatever's going on around you, you need to make sure you get yourself, you only get yourself in order for your daughter's sake, okay? And I think you know what I mean by that. And I'll leave it there, lovey. Medina Chris says, oh, thank you, Lesley. Let me think on it. I am sure I will validate, but I am rushing out for my ride. Thank you so much. Good, lovey. You can do that maybe next week when we're back next week. But I wanted to share something with you guys tonight. A beautiful lady had passed over on Friday. One of my dear family members' friend. Now, this lady was very well known in the industry. She was a beautiful lady. I met her. I think I met her twice. I remember seeing her about a year ago, but I met her once before that too, I recall. Her name was Janine Bernadette Fowler, and she worked 25 years with Pam Macmillan, a company there, and she was a well-loved lady. She had a lot of heart. It took quite a few days for this lady to pass from the tumors that she had in her head. She was just one strong lady, and I remember meeting her, and there was nothing stopping this lady from living her life to the fullest. And what a true champion, what a true Australian beautiful soul she was. And I take my hat off to my daughter's great uncle Paul, who looked after her for her last days, and he was a friend of hers for something like 30 years. And he took the opportunity of looking after her and making her life as best as he could, as best as he can, while she was, passing from this dreaded cancer. And I said to him tonight that I would do a prayer for him and for her, because I said to my auntie Ruth, I said I'd do a prayer for her, for Janine, because she was such a beautiful soul, and she should be remembered as that as well. So God bless her, and I know that she's on the other side. I know that she's okay now on the other side, and that she is happy and not in any more pain. There's no looking back with that lady, and she'll come back in her second life, and she will be just as amazing as the first time that she came here in her first life. So, and I do believe that lady and you were meant to meet each other, Uncle Paul, and I'm sure that she will always appreciate what you did for her and how you did it and how it panned out. But here's a beautiful prayer for you, and it's called, In Spirit We Are Here. So it goes, you feel you have lost me, but I feel and see your pain. You feel like your life will never be the same. I hold you so gently as you pray. Believe me, I am with you in spirit. In your heart I will stay. I am always there, be it through a soft breeze or a white cloud high up above, be it with signs from a butterfly or feathers always sent with love. You will feel my presence even though I am here. I know you are sad as you hold on to your fear. As much as you know I have now physically gone, you will hear me through thoughts or even our own special songs. I have simply left this thing we call earth. Believe me, I feel and I see you even though your heart hurts. You just think of me smiling, no longer in pain. Know in your heart we will meet again. I wish you peace as on you must go. Remember our promise to go with the flow. I will love you dearly as I have always done. We have many happy memories while we have so much fun. Why do you have this journey? We would often ask. My work here is done, dear. I have fulfilled my task. Be gentle and kind as you let your broken heart mend. Love and light and blessings to you I will send. And good evening, everybody, and good night, beautiful Janine, Bernadette Fowler. We will miss you dearly, and all the best, and take it easy, guys. See you next week. Bye.
Listening to Alive 90.5.
All right.
If you'd like to know more about us,
Bye, everyone.
website.
www.